So in the last class, we discussed about two sample t-test. We also solved one problem which is related to two sample t-test. Okay. So when we have to use two sample t-test. See, normally t-tests are used to compare the mean between two samples. It is the compare between means of either population with a sample or the population, sorry, sample and sample. And again, when sample are independent, then we have to use paired t-test. So in the last class, we discussed independent sample t-test, independent two sample t-test. See, one more question is there which is related to independent sample t-test. So we'll discuss this problem in today's class. See question. The question being answered is whether there is a significant or only random a difference in the average cycle time to deliver a pizza from pizza company A versus pizza company B. This is the data collected from sample of delivery of company A and company B. So the information is given pizza company A versus pizza company B sample deliveries. Means there are two delivery companies like Uber and Swiggy. So there are the name is given A and B. Two delivery companies are there. So they collected what is the delivery time by each companies. So they have to know whether there is a significant difference in the delivery time between A and B, or company A and company B. So therefore they randomly collected a delivery time from each company. See, from A company they collected how much? 6, 8, I guess 8. So they collected from company A, they collected 8 delivery time as a sample. And in company B, they collected 5. So there are two companies and we want to know whether there is a significant difference in the delivery time of company A and B. And in company A, they randomly selected 8 samples, 7. Okay, 7 sample, and in company B, they collected 5 sample. So now question, we have to test whether it is significant or not. Now tell me, you know that see, as we discussed in hypothesis testing, same procedure, same step we need to follow. So this one is related to two sample t-test. Two sample t-test. And here in two sample t-test, the first step we need to follow, we have to state hypothesis. So we have to write what is hypothesis here. Can you tell me what is the hypothesis here? Null hypothesis and alternative. See the question and tell me what hypothesis we can write. See, in null hypothesis we can write there is no significant difference. There is no significant difference in delivery time. There is no significant difference in delivery time between company A and company B. So that is null hypothesis, which says there is no significant difference in delivery time between company A and company B. So that means the delivery time are equal. If there is a difference, that means there is no significant difference. And what is alternative hypothesis? Alternative hypothesis for this one, there is a significant difference. There is significant difference in delivery time between company A and company B. So there is no significant difference in delivery time between company A and company B. That is null hypothesis. And alternative, there is significant difference. So that is the first step, state null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. And second one, so second step, what is the second step? Yeah, we need to state the alpha level. We need to state what is the significance level, right? What level we are going to test. So we can fix it 1% or you can fix it 5%. So I'll take 5% significance level. See the question is there. In question they are not mentioned anything. So therefore we can take at our choice. If in question they stated any significance level, then we have to choose that. But in this question there is no significance level they mentioned. Therefore we can choose either 5% or 1%. So if we can select both. We can select 5% and 1%, and we can write conclusion whether our hypothesis rejected at 1% or and 5%. We can test at both level. We can test at both level, or we can choose at any one. So I take both the level. I want to test my hypothesis at both the level of significance, that is in 5% and 1%. So my next one, next step is to how to choose the right statistical tool or appropriate statistical tool. So that is depending upon, we can look at your hypothesis. So we want to know the significant difference in the mean of two samples. So there are two samples, that is company A's delivery time and company B's delivery time. Two samples, and which is completely independent from each other. So there is no relation, or the sample taken from company A is different and sample of company B is completely different. There is no relationship between company A's delivery time and company B's delivery time. So while looking into the hypothesis, we can say which is we require t-test. Next step is among t-test, which one we have to select. Among t-test, which one we have to choose. So there are two samples. So it comes two sample t-test. In two sample t-test, whether it is dependent or independent, we have to select. As we know, there is no relationship between company A and company B. So we can say that it is two sample independent t-test. Two sample. So the test is two sample independent test. Two sample independent t-test. Two sample independent t-test. So that is two. The first step is state hypothesis. Second, select significance level, and third one, choose appropriate statistical tool. Now jump into problem, that is two sample independent t-test. what is the formula for two sample independent t-test? The calculation of t statistic, that is t is equal to the mean of first sample minus the mean of second sample, or we need the difference between mean values of two samples. The difference between mean value of two samples divided by combined standard deviation, standard deviation of both the samples into square root of n1, that is the units in the first sample, into n2 units in the second sample, divided by n1 plus n2. Right? So this is the formula for calculation of t-test. Now, see the question, and then the given values. We have to find out what are the given values. Now look at the question. See the question. So in question, what are the information they given? The first information is the number of sample size. We can count how many samples units are there. So in company A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So total 7 sample units are there. And in company B, total 5 sample units are given. So that is nothing but N1 is 7, and N2 is 5. So N1 is 7 and 5. The other details are not given. Like mean value of company A and mean value of company B is not given, and standard deviation is not given. So we need to find out those values. So here, what are the given values? N1 given values is 7, and N2 is 5. N1 is 7 and N2 is 5. So these are the given values. And what are the required values? Required values, standard deviation we need. We don't know what is the standard deviation. And x1 bar we don't know, and x bar 2 also we don't know. So we need to find out standard deviation, the mean of first sample and mean of second sample. So from this data we can calculate what is the mean of first sample and mean of second sample. So draw a table for calculation. This one is x1. The first sample I denote as x1 and second sample x2. So I'll write the values 20.4, 24.2, 15.4, 15.4, then 21.4, then 20.2, 18.5, then 21.5. 21.5, yeah. In company B, 20.2. So you get decimal point here. 16.9. Then 18.5. 17.3. 17.3. Then 20.5. So these are the given values. Now, find out required values. So what are the required values? So first find out what is the sum of first sample, and next find out what is the sum of second sample. Sum of first sample and sum of second sample. So tell me what is x1 and x2. Use calculator and tell me what is the total. What is the total of x1 and x2? Use calculator and tell me. Anyone, tell me the total.
$141.6. 41.6.
First sample 141.6. Then
93.4.
93.4.
4.
So that is total sum of x1 and sum of x2. So from this detail we can find out what is the sample mean. First find out x bar 1 is equal to summation of x1 divided by n1. x1 divided by n1. So therefore 141.6 divided by 7. 141.6 divided by 7. Find out how much. It comes 20.23. I take 20.23. Correct? Is this value correct? Right? 141
Yes, sir.
divided by 7. It comes 20.23 approximate value. And next one, find out sample mean of second sample or company B. That is summation of x2 divided by the number of units in the second sample. Summation of x2 divided by m2. So it comes 93.4 divided by 5. 93.4 divided by 5. Calculate. 93.4 divided by 5. 18.68. 18.68 is the sample mean of company B. Now, to find out standard deviation, we require the sum of squared variance. So we can directly calculate here, that is x1 minus x1 bar. x1 minus x1 bar whole square. x1 minus x1 bar whole square and x2 bar whole square. x2 and x2 bar whole square. Use calculator and tell me what is the value. First one is 20.4 minus 20.23 whole square. Likewise, find out for all values. Find out for all values and for this one also. And tell me the final answer. That is summation of x1 minus x1 bar whole square. Tell me the final value. The first value. This one 0.0289 and this side. Right? Then 24.2 minus 20.23. 15.7609. Done? Anyone done? Calculation. Tell me the total. If you are done with the total, tell me the total value. .4 minus 20.23. That is correct, right? Anyone done? Tell me the total so I can save time. Yes, Nanaya, tell me. Nanaya?
calculating, sir.
Yeah, okay. First sample is done. Anyone is done with first sample?
Forty-five point zero nine.
First one, 45.09.
09.
Next one,
10.72.
10.7.
72.
Correct? 45.09 first sample. Second one, 10.72. Right? Okay, I'll take those values. So next one, next calculate combined standard deviation. Combined standard deviation. The formula for combined standard deviation is square root of summation of x minus x1 minus x whole square and summation of x2 whole square divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2. n1 plus n2 minus 2. Just insert the values. Insert the values. Square root of 45.09 plus 10.72 divided by n1 and n2 how much? 7 plus 5 minus 2. 7 plus 5 minus 2. Now find out the values. Where is this one? Use calculator and find out what is the standard deviation value. Square root of 45.09 plus 10.72 divided by 7 plus 5, 12, 12 minus 2 is 10. How much? Standard deviation. Is it 7.79? Correct? 7.79? I got 7.79. Is it right?
I got 2.36.
2.36. Just a minute. So 45.09 or 10.72 divided by 10. 46. Calculate again. Tell me, Samit sir. Calculate again. Divided by 5.589. Yeah, 2.36. 2.36 standard deviation. 2.36, that is standard deviation. Next one. Next, calculate t value, t statistic value. Use formula and insert the values. We got all the information, that is x1, x2, standard deviation, and we also know the n1 and n2 values. So first write the difference between sample mean, that is 20.23 minus 18.68. 20.23 minus 18.68 divided by standard deviation 2.36 divided by standard deviation 2.36 into square root of n1 n1 how much? 7 into 5 divided by 7 plus 5. 7 into 5 divided by 7 plus 5. Find out the values. Find out the value. So what is the t statistic value? Find out and tell me the values.